I produced a rock band's album, which was really good fun, and it's called Rising 5. They're just about to be released on XL in the UK, and yeah, set up a label called Pack Up and Dance, just to put out like pure house 12s, because I miss that sort of thing where you can be working on a tune on the Monday and have a white label by the Friday, or a CD as it is now by the Friday. So I got that going. That's been fun as well. And another one which I didn't quite finish in time before Groove Armada started, which is me singing for the first time, which is not necessarily a good thing, but we'll see how that one works out. Well, I've been doing it for 16, 17 years, so if I'm not going to be, I'm never going to be, really. Yeah, the tunes that deliver these days, you've got to have that moment where everyone goes mental. You know, obviously Superstarling's got that. A lot of the New Justice stuff has got that. You know, all the big anthems have that moment drop, bang. You know, and the bang's got to deliver. We don't really ever sit down and think, right, we must write a club anthem, because it's the one sure way to not write a club anthem is to sit down and think that, really. But even if you're just doing like a club track, you know, that you know is aimed at that kind of thing, really the starting point that will work from is, let's get the moment. You know, let's get a moment that from going from A to B, which you just know is going to work, and we do know it's going to work because we spent so much time in that environment. You just know, you know. You might have to tweak it a little bit after you road test it, but it's not rocket science, you know. It's just like rocking bass line coming out of an interesting kind of drop thing, maybe with something linking the two, whether it's an acid line or a vocal line like it is in Superstarling, which works. So get that, and once that's in the bag, then the rest of it's easy. A bit of both. I mean, there's a lot of people also who aren't on the record that it didn't work, you know, and yeah, so yeah, a bit of both. I mean, mainly it's us going and asking people, but fortunately all the people we asked said yeah, and so that's a nice position to be in. There's only one sort of area of vocalists that we just can't access, which is a shame, which is that whole sort of A-list US urban stuff like Missy Elliott, Snoop Dogg, all that kind of thing. You know, it'd be great to do a tune with them, but we tried for a little while trying to get hold of them, and their managers have managers, and their managers have managers, and then they have assistants, and you have to call the T-boy who asks him, who asks them, and you just never get anywhere. It's Missy Elliott, definitely. Mainly because she's just such a good vocalist that it's why like the Neptunes who do a lot of that kind of stuff have, you know, they're good, but they have such an easy life, because when you got Snoop Dogg and people like her, they're so good, their delivery is so good that you can just have basically nothing going on behind it and make it really funky, because you just got three noises like a kick drum, a snare drum, and some crazy bass noise, because the vocal just carries it. It's so in your face, you know, or like, you know, or you just get one to kill a loop going and just let it roll all the way through the tune, because there's enough life in the vocal for it to work. So it would be great to work with that kind of calibre of delivery. We're never going to try, so I'm not even going to bother answering the question. Yeah, well, we've just come back from Australia, so the touring's already started. We start a UK tour in a week, and then we're going to be coming over here playing at Lowlands and maybe this thing in the park with the Scissor Sisters, and we'll be doing a European tour later in the year. So yeah, I mean, now we've been working on the live thing hard. You know, it's an important part of what Groove Armada does, and that's been the case for a number of years. But we've made a few changes now, and I think now we're the best live dance acts in the world. Although I say so myself. I wouldn't say it if I didn't mean it. I just think we are. And so now we've got to that point, we want to just take it everywhere and show people.